Hello. um, yes, welcome to this live stream about Slushwave 2025. I'm joined with, as you just heard, the wonderful Vapor Memory. And yeah, that was working, which is good. And the lovely Zero Ray as well, who will be here to answer all your Belgian questions.
Good evening, everyone.
So yes, I'm just going to run through a few things about Slushwave 2025 this year, and we wanted to do this live stream because this year we're doing it bigger and better than last year, and we've got so much we want to plan, and we really want people to be able to just plan their journeys and hopefully come from all over the place from afar, and maybe a few from the States, who knows. For Slushwave, the sound system was freaking epic. Those who were there last year will say. Oh, apparently there's no sound. Have I? Vape Memory?
Can you hear me? Whoa.
Yes. I don't think they can hear me at all.
Alright, the sound is back now. Sorry about that.
Okay. How long was it gone for? The whole time?
I think my mic was not working in the beginning, but people could hear you, but then it all went out.
Okay, it all went out. All right, let's rewind.
All right.
Hello. Yes. I don't know how much of that was got, but anyway, yeah. The reason we want to announce all this stuff early is so that hopefully people can plan their journeys in advance, and bring people from afar. It's going to be 4 days this time. We've got so much cool things planned within Kortrijk itself, but the main 3-day event is going to stay exactly the same as it has been in previous years. So the 2 URL days, which are online sets, live streamed on Vapor Memory, and the 3rd day, which is going to be a blend of URL and IRL. Again, all streamed here on Vapor Memory for the whole event, so nobody's going to miss out on any of that stuff. That's going to be all the same. It's going to be in the same venue as it was last year, a beautiful cinema in Kortrijk called Buddha Arts Centre, and it's a wonderful space. Like, the speakers in there are just epic, and you get to sit down, and those who were there last year will definitely vouch for how good it was. But yes, that's the main reason why I want to announce early, so that people can plan their journeys. As you saw in the trailer just there, we will have events on the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st of August. The main days of Slushwave will be 28th to the 30th, and then on the 31st we will have our Nature Wave Festival again. We will also have loads of cool events in Kortrijk itself, so we want to try and plan a few things. No definites yet, but we have some venues and some partners in the town and locals from the town who really want to help out. And we want to do some things like Slushwave workshops maybe, or other small live events. We'll do get-togethers for the live stream, so there'll be like a cool community gathering for the nights to watch the live stream in like a beautiful bar or a space, or Zero's workshop in the center of town, and have a drink or two with me and all the other artists. So please do consider coming. August 28th to 31st, Kortrijk, Belgium. I think if you're flying in, best airport to go to is Brussels, and if you're getting the train, Kortrijk has a station, so see if you can get there. I don't know, Zero, if you have any travel advice for people coming from afar, or if they should just Google it.
Well, they can Google it. Google Maps works, but we have the page from last year still up if necessary, but Kortrijk has a pretty big train station, which has a direct train to Lille in France. So high-speed rail can bring you to either Brussels or Lille, and then it's just a straight train ride to Kortrijk. And everything in Kortrijk itself is within walking distance, so that's fun as well.
Yes. So yeah, no need to like hire a car or something. You can walk around the city or the town. So yeah, once again, 28th to the 31st of August. Now, the website is up now, and we'd love people to visit it. rayrecords.com/slushwave. I'm sure Vapor Memory can spam that in the chat right now. But that is going to be the hub of information as we release it. Please join the mailing list. Sign up for your email. We will send emails directly this year. And that'll be the best way to get information about the event. So sign up to the mailing list, rayrecords.com/slushwave. That'll be the main hub. Now, everyone has probably gone over there and scrolled down and seen that there's a Slushwave Social Club compilation and VIP package overstock sale. Good lord. So yes, we have a lot of overstock from last year's event. Those include VIP packages, which were the slushy cup and the lanyard and the nice little set of postcards and the tape, and then just the tape itself. And that'll be releasing on Liminal Garden in a couple Sundays' time, Sunday, February 16th, in 2 weeks' time, on liminalgarden.bandcamp.com. Again, that's all on that website there. So if you want a tape of the Slushwave Social Club Volume 2, the collaboration album between artists, there's some gorgeous tracks on there. There's a little trailer for that, which Vapor Memory shall now play.
Let's do it. What a beautiful trailer that was.
I mean, yeah, shout out. This was a bit of a meme last year, but shout out Michael from Liminal Garden. we'll get this train going again for that wonderful trailer. So yeah, pick up a copy in a couple weeks' time if you want that. Some beautiful artwork in there. Now, the final thing to look at on the website is just below the mailing list. There's a little button that says apply to be there as a label, sponsor, or artist. So, as I said, the main event will still be invite only, as usual, and we will do the mini sets again. So this is not the mini sets. This is a separate thing. But with the 4 days and Nature Wave and all the little events around it and all the other little live shows we'll have with all these gatherings, we want as many people to be there, and we want as many people to be there in a capacity more than just a fan. So if you're a small label or a big label or a small artist or a big artist and you're interested in actually being there in person and you want to play and you want to be a part of the vendors or you want to be a part of any of the live sets, then please fill out that form. We'd love to see who's around. If there's, because we're always discovering artists where they're from, and sometimes we surprise ourselves with, oh, this person's there and that person's just down the road. So please, if you can make it and you want to be there in a more capacity than just a fan, as a label, sponsor, or artist, please fill out that form. This was set up by Zero. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to that, but I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it. I think last year we had the wonderful like double whammy of a lot of really great European labels being there, but at the same time having the great artists behind those labels also perform as part of Nature Wave. As the scope of the event is slightly bigger this year, as we have like the two opening days where we have some room for additional artists, I just want to reflect our community as much as possible, and
Yeah.
just makes sense if people are going to be there anyway. Maybe we can get them a chance to perform, get them a chance to share their art on the stage, which is not something we get to do a lot in Europe with Slushwave. So we need to grasp that opportunity as hard as we can.
Absolutely. So yeah, fill out that form if you're interested at all. Once again, it'll be 28th to the 31st of August. Plan your journeys now, because it'll be cheap at this time. And we want to see as many people there as possible. I mean, last year was so much fun, and we didn't even have that much going on, not compared to this year, at least. And as I say, there'll be some fun workshops. Hopefully, I might do a few things. The people can turn up to, and as I say, the community gatherings where we watch the live stream they're just so much fun. Just turn up, have some frites, and nice beer. it was fun. It was a fantastic time last time. And that'll all be in I think your workshop Zero and another venue in town, the Wild Western.
Yeah, we're getting some support from Wilde Westen, which is the big rock venue in town. They like super support what we're doing with the festival, so they're hosting us on Thursday normally. Then on Friday we're going to hop into one of the local community venues, either the local radio, which is very DIY, or where we did last time, Textile House, where my workshop is. And yeah, we just want that to be as wholesome and as community as possible. So
yes. Absolutely. And yeah, shout out to all our sponsors. We're getting some help from you with Hero Records this year, which is going to be amazing. And also the Buddha Bulwark, LZSB, OK Veerklank, and Grundlockers. I can't pronounce it.
Grondleggers.
Yeah, Grundlaggers. There we go.
Grundlaggers.
There's no vowels in it. Yeah, shout out to all those sponsors, seriously, because I mean they make this thing run. We have the ideas, but they're the sort of the cogs behind this operation. The support they provided last year, and with so much enthusiasm as well, was really really heartwarming actually. And they all really enjoyed it. People loved it. People who weren't even into Slushwave really got into the vibe and instantly said, "Oh, we want to do this again next year." So there's a real beating heart in Kortrijk, and it's definitely on the track to be the Slushwave capital of Europe, if not the world. So yes, rayrecords.com/Slushwave. Join the mailing list. Put your email in. Put your friend's email in. Put all your emails you know in that mailing list. That's the best way to get updated on the information. It's pretty much everything. Before we get to any Q&A stuff, did either of you have anything extra you wanted to add about the event?
No, I'm excited for it, like I always am. As far as me being there this year, it's a maybe. But regardless, I'll be very involved with the live stream and hanging out in chat and just having a great time. So yeah. That's about it for me.
Anything you want to add, Zero?
I'm just super thankful for all the positive energy we had last year, and it was just so much fun. It was a huge pleasure to meet all of you, to see such amazing artists, and I just want to do it over and over again. So here's to this wonderful scene, and here's to another good one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll give the floor to you guys now. If anyone has any questions at all about the event, about what to expect, about anything else coming up this year, Slushwave, hopefully we can answer. But yeah, really, we just wanted to get this out there and say to people, just come along, plan your trip now. Vapor Memory might be there. You never know. I'm gonna be there, definitely. Obviously. Yeah, we got to get Tidal Charm there. Yes, Tidal Charm, you better come. Again, you're literally just short drive away.
Yeah, it looked like you had a lot of fun Tidal Charm last year, so
Yeah.
it would be fun to have you there again.
Tim6, I presume Tim, you're going to be there, of course, as my co-host. That's still one of my favourite moments when the camera like faded in the first time and it was just me and Tim sitting next to each other. It was quite surreal to see that. When will the full lineup be revealed? For the IRL acts, so the 4 people who will be playing in person, it should be pretty soon, hopefully. This month, if we can get things sorted. But the full lineup for the URL days as well will be a month or 2 down the line. Because obviously our priority is marketing the IRL stuff.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main things, is that there's a lot of moving parts behind this, because we're all doing this on a shoestring budget in our free time, without the professional means that a regular festival would. So it's all coming together as you're looking at it.
There's a boo saying he'd love to come. Well, just you've got the cash, man. Pop over. I think a few people have just joined. If you're just joining, sign up for the mailing list, rayrecords.com/slushwave. And if you want to join as an artist, label, or sponsor, then fill out the form below the mailing list. Oh, you're getting a lot of love in the chat, Vapor Memory. Nice.
Thank you. Thanks, Fulgore X.
Yes, the live stream will be hosted here on Vapor Memory, as it always has been.
Yes.
I think that's the key thing here, is that for those watching at home, the main event will be exactly the same. 3 days of online slush, at least. Oh, let's saying really happy for the event. Hope everything goes well. Thank you so much. Oh, like you can pop on a plane to Belgium. It's not that far.
Just
Will there ever be Slushwave 20, 22, 20-something tapes? Maybe just tracks from artists that have played. We've had ideas about this. We were actually thinking at some point of doing a VHS of some sets from previous years. So there's always ideas floating around. It depends how much budget we have at the end for these things, really. I think me and Tim were talking about this. So there might be a global pattern release at some point. But that would be a really fun thing to incorporate. You know, sets through the years, or you know, people who've been on quite regularly over the years could do like a VHS box set of all their sets over the years.
I think it's safe to say that like the collaboration with the Art Center last year was very positive. They also have a very active cinema that they run there, and if things go well this year, we're also going to look into working more with them, which could be a good excuse to do some more professional handling of past sets and past years.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kratzwerk, big up Kratzwerk, who was there last year, saying last year went perfectly, and it really did. And we actually still had a lot of things to iron out, but it still went really, really well. So this year it's going to be even better. You still feel them? Yeah, that would be freaking epic if you were there. Wish there was a slush scene in Miami. Yeah, someone's got to set that up. That'd be a beautiful backdrop, wouldn't it? By the coast.
That would be fun.
Someone said time to get a job, then I need to be there. Get a job in Corrick. That'd be a good excuse, wouldn't it? What was the track in the promotional vid? It was track 5 from me and Days of Blue's latest album, Pearly Tal Passat. The track is called Modulationet Reflexionioet, something like that. It means modulations, reflections. Will there be slushy machines again? Yeah, I think so. Zero, right? Surely Yolan wants to do that again.
Yolan was very happy how they turned out, with a lot of ambition to make them even better next year, and everyone loved them. They were really nice. So of course they will be again.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Yolan was the chef last year who very kindly provided us food and snacks and things, but also custom made these slushy recipes, the like slushy syrup. And they were flipping gorgeous. They were so tasty, and they went down really well, I think. So yeah, I think we will do that again.
Yeah, he's a great partner to have along. He organizes along with me for the Grondleggers, so the ambient concerts we do in Kortrijk. But he's a great chef, and everything in the slush recipes last year was he made the syrups himself at home, like no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. They were really good.
Yeah. Really tasty. Felix, great question actually. Was there any part of or outcome with which you guys were not happy last year? There were a lot of small things that we wanted to improve. I think the biggest one was just having more staff at the event. But I think the biggest thing that we were all saying was we just want more people there. You know, towards the end, especially with the funding, we sort of had to rely on things like online merch, when really we should have put more focus on getting people there. So that is exactly why we're doing the announcements much earlier this year, in the hopes that more people will turn up. I mean, the turnout wasn't bad last year, but it could definitely be better. And I think particularly it was the locals, wasn't it, who let us down there?
Yeah, I think it's an entirely new concept, and of course we have like some like teaching of the locals we do through the ambient events and experimental music events that we do. But yeah, financially it was very iffy last year. Thank you all for buying t-shirts.
Yes.
I have to actually say that all of you all over the world buying t-shirts actually saved our asses last year. And like some local grants as well, so that's where we've been very lucky locally. Getting the broader audience to come out has been difficult, but like the people in the know have been really gracefully providing us with tons of support, and that makes a huge difference, of course.
Yeah, I think, and this year I think we're going to focus more on online merch this year as well, just because of how well that was responded to last year. So we might do more than just t-shirts this year. We'll have to see, but there will definitely be another online store this year, because the reception last year for the online t-shirts were really, really great. So also, like Desert already mentioned, we're getting some help with from Hiroth with a lot of the logistics this year, with the advantage that, of course, that Mr. Cat System Corp has some connections he can hook us up with, so we have more options in terms of merch and other goods for you guys this year. Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Again, join the mailing list. Yeah, Kratzwerk, how about merch pre-order to pick up at the event? So that's kind of similar to the VIP package that we did that sort of contained a whole bunch of things, but there's always room for expansion, especially as you've just said with Hiroth on board. So yeah, we're going to focus a bit more on merch this year as well, so that'll be really nice. Tile Charms, bring us some friends. Hell yeah. Bring as many as you can. I'm bringing a lot of my friends this year because they all left too late, but I've already told them the dates. I think that's at least 5 extra people. Someone said Days of Blue Raspberry as a flavour for the slushie.
It's a very American flavour, isn't it? Isn't blue raspberry like a typical candy flavour over there?
Yeah.
Yes. Josh saying he'd definitely like to support from online merch, since in person would be a challenge, and that's what we realised last year, is that we did a lot of promotion for the merch like quite late, and actually that's where a lot of the people who couldn't make it supported us. So yes, we will do a lot more this year for the online peeps.
I think also last year we were a little bit uncertain about how the online aspect could integrate with the real life sets. And we actually got a ton of positive feedback from the people in Kortrijk as well, the locals and people visiting, that they loved reading along with the chat and feeling like the other people online were also there at the venue. So that's
Yes.
something we're going to try and capitalize on more for this year as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's going to be a bigger blend between the IRL and URL element, which is going to be quite fun. But yeah, the event is pretty much going to be the same as it was. I'm going to do the interview parts again because I was so surprised. The feedback of the interviews last year was so overwhelmingly positive. Like, people in the venue and online loved those interviews. So we'll definitely do more of that as well.
Yeah, that was an interesting part because there were some people that came out of interest for the genre, certainly, but having people on stage talking about how passionate they are about the scene, that really resonated with some of the people from Buda, some of the local people that have extensive history in like outsider art or experimental music. They really loved hearing you people talk.
If people are wondering, the music in the background, it's me and Days of Blue Skies' latest collaboration, Pearly Talpasat. I'm sure someone can link that. Become a cool event to look forward to each year. Thank you, Veris. I mean, I know we've said it a million times, but we love putting it on, and we loved it. We loved it last year, how it all went, and just, yeah, if you can make it, please be there. You won't regret it. And as I say, we're doing so much around the main event. Nature Wave will happen again. That's where we all go into a lovely park and have some outdoor sets and just enjoy a mix of ambient and Slushwave and experimental and electronic. So that's always fun, and that's a great little socializing thing as well. Quite similar to how the live stream gatherings will be.
Yeah, Nature Wave is the little, well, it's not so secret, but the unique thing to the real life event is that we just really go hang out in a park and sketch and enjoy each other's company while listening to great experimental music. That was really a magical moment last year.
That's right. People were sketching and doing art and all sorts. Yeah. Yeah, it was the perfect way. That was the highlight. I still have a vivid memory of me and the Tyler Charm in his little car driving around, realizing that because it was a Sunday, every single shop in the whole of Belgium was closed, apart from one store where we bought about 10 liters of water because it was so hot. That was quite funny.
Yeah, we got dangerously lucky with the weather last year. I don't think we can count on it being that nice again.
No. Yeah, for those who don't know, again, we planned all last year's, again, months and months in advance. And the day we did Nature Wave, it was like the hottest day, one of the hottest days of the whole year. And it was the 1st of September, so quite late in the summer, basically in the autumn at that point. And it was like 31 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. But
it's hot.
It was bloody lovely. What is it in Fahrenheit? 87 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So
nice and toasty.
And it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The Dab Wizard, hell yeah, man. Hope to see you there again. That'll be freaking epic. Someone saying probably the most chill stream on the entire internet. Hell yeah. Virtual 94 Slush for life. Let's go. Helix, I remember the drive to Corey with my deadly overheating car. The engine is toasted till this day. Oh dear. Slushwave killed the car.
Very aesthetic car, though. That's also important.
Sharon asks, what's the club? Are you talking about the Slushwave Social Club? That's a Discord server where we actually host the Slushwave events from. If you want to join, that's discord.gg/Slushwave. And that's also we do compilations on there from time to time, and that's where the tape is on Liminal Garden is from. It was volume 2 of those compilations.
Yeah, you have to take into account that Belgian weather is 90% rain and pretty overcast when it's not raining. So for us, that's a temperature where we get really uncomfortable.
Someone said, I hope this year the German railway won't charge you 300 euros for goddamn hours of travel. I hope not. What was that, Eurostar you went on? Surprisingly quick for me, yeah. It's only 2 hours from London to get to Kortrijk, which is crazy.
Yeah, when it comes to taking the train, just be aware that there's a very good rail network in Belgium. Once you make it to either Lille in France or Brussels or Antwerp in Belgium, it's just an hour or so tops to get back to Kortrijk. Really smooth connection there.
Yeah.
Same with the plane. If you're flying into Brussels airport, it's a straight train from there to Kortrijk, and then everything is within walking distance.
It's a great little town, actually. Everything is, to the shock of Americans, yes, it is walkable everywhere. So, yeah. And there's quite a few hotels in Kortrijk, isn't there? Definitely to house quite a few people. I don't know about Airbnbs. Are they popular as well? Or?
It's less common. You really have to judge the Airbnbs and the hotels. If people are looking for hotel tips, that they can always get in touch with me. And I think we had some tips up on last year's website, which will be available, or we'll import that information to the new one as well.
Lovely. There we go. I think quite a few people stayed at the Ibis in Kortrijk.
Yeah, the Ibis is cheap and good. There's a couple more fancy ones in the center of town. There is a hostel as well, but that involves, of course, like doing your own laundry and possibly sharing rooms. And we have a good deal with Focus Hotel and Hostel, where we actually lodge our artists that have very affordable shared rooms, like mini apartments with like up to 8 beds, I think.
And that was really nice. That was a great place, and the breakfast in that place was fucking lovely.
Oh yeah, they don't screw around about the breakfast. Like, it is not optional; it is included in your stay, but it's very much worth it.
Someone asked, are there camping sites? Interesting question. I don't think so. Or is there?
There is no official camping site in Kortrijk. There are like travelers' lodges if you want to camp in Harelbeke, which is the next town over. There's also a semi-active scene. I'd have to try and find the website of people offering their garden for camping. And if people really want to camp, I can probably get them set up somewhere in the center of town as well.
Or in your garden.
Maybe not in my garden.
Okay. It's worth a try. Yeah, I think we'll wrap up pretty soon. We have lots of questions. So yeah, if anyone has any final questions, do drop them in the chat now. As a reminder for the final time, Discord, excuse me, not Discord, rayrecords.com/slushwave for all the information. If you want to join the server, discord.gg/slushwave. But yes, join the mailing list. You'll be first to hear about any updates when the lineup will be released, any other teasers, trailers, or new merch that'll come out will all be introduced first on the mailing list. So please pop your email down.
for people looking for camping options, the website I was looking for is called Welcome to My Garden. And then you can put in Kortrijk and that will show you camping spots in town available through volunteers.
That's a fun website. That's
cool.
quite a funny idea. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so looking forward to who will turn up to Slushwave 2025 this year. But whether you're tuning in online or tuning in person, it's going to be incredible, and we can't thank you enough for all the support we've had throughout the years. And without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to do all this. Because the event has just grown so much since I first started it in 2020, 5 years ago, which is insane.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
It turned from a pokey little one-day live stream with us three just rambling on into a proper professional-looking show. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we just got one more question actually. What's the challenge that pops up when it comes to doing merch? I think it's what we actually do, like, because we like last year with the Slushy Cup, we wanted to try and do something that was a bit more interesting rather than just the usual. But apart from that, it's also the design. We want to nail the design. Obviously, shout out Michael from Liminal Garden. His designs are just sublime, so we never have to worry. All right. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in. This live stream will be kept up, so if you want to watch it again for whatever reason, please do. But yes, go to the website, join the mailing list, and that's everything.
Yeah, don't be afraid to get in touch with me personally if you have any practical concerns about travel, about the city. I know it's not your typical expected location for such an international event, but I'm here to personally accommodate you if that's necessary.
All right, y'all.
Thank you so much, everybody, and here's to Slushwave 2025. Take care.
See you soon.